I think a lot of artists see that post-mortem boost because, when you look at what artists are kind of searching for, maybe they play the Super Bowl or they go on a concert to promote their albums. These are all big news events, and there's not really any news event bigger than dying, So I think that's why we see such a boost, and it's people associating the song with a certain period of their life, whether it's I Want to Dance with Somebody for Whitney Houston or Beat It for Michael Jackson, and the news of an artist's death kind of maybe makes them connect a little bit more with that time in their life, and they want to relive it somehow. Honestly, when I heard the news about Whitney Houston, I was out with my friends and we just played I Want to Dance with Somebody 8 times in a row. So, it's that connection and trying to kind of, I don't know, place it back to a moment in your life, I think. Whitney Houston's estate is going to be, a lot different than Michael Jackson's estate going forward. There's no way the Whitney Houston estate is going to anywhere near approach the kind of money that the Michael Jackson estate is pulling in. First of all, Whitney Houston wasn't a songwriter like Michael Jackson, so she won't be getting publishing on most of the stuff. And if you think about a song like I Want to Dance with Somebody or I Will Always Love You, that song was written by Dolly Parton, so Dolly Parton's going to be getting checks for all the radio play on that. Whitney Houston will get artist royalties, but the publishing is going to go to the songwriters, of course. In terms of how much we could expect the estate to pull in over the next year, it's not going to approach the Jackson estate, but we can kind of use Michael Jackson as a yardstick. He sold over 8 million albums in the US in 6 months after he died. And probably between 20 and 30 million in that same time period worldwide. If Whitney Houston can do even half of that, we're looking at $10 million plus for her estate in 2012, just on those artist royalties alone. Now Whitney Houston has some other things going on too. She's been in a bunch of movies, The Preacher's Wife, Bodyguard, so she'll be getting, her estate will be getting residual checks for those too. But the biggest potential payday for her on the film front is this movie Sparkle that she starred in and executive produced. It'll be out in August. And with any movie, there's usually a potential that it'll flop. This movie's not going to flop. The buzz around her death and her honoring her life, I think, is going to extend the summer. And I think there's going to be a lot of added interest in that movie. So if that can anywhere near approach the success of The Bodyguard, which was one of her biggest hits in terms of soundtracks, the estate could be looking at quite an additional bump.